I own, run, and I'm an employee at Briefs Media. That's my company. As an employee, I get paid a salary. As the owner, I'm entitled to the profits. So here is Briefs Media, the company that I run. I get paid a salary. That is not passive income because I spend a lot of hours, a lot of days, a lot of weekends, a lot of evenings helping to run this company. Okay, this is not passive. But as the owner, guess what? I also get the profits. Now, I get to decide what to do with these profits. Right now, what we're doing with these profits is we're reinvesting it back into the company. But what this means from a theoretical perspective is as the business grows, I could hire somebody to work for this salary. I could hire somebody to help run the company, and I still own the company and get the profits. That would be a type of passive income. If this company can be self-supported, somebody else is working there, and I can be on a beach getting the profits. Of course, a lot easier said than done, but that's what you'll see some people do. Some people will build a company, grow it, maybe they'll sell it, or they'll keep it and they'll keep working there, or they'll hire a CEO to run the company and they'll retain the ownership, and now somebody else is running the company and they get the cash flow through the profits. We're not there yet. I'm working in the company, we're reinvesting the profits. Another way you can do this is by investing in other companies. So, for example, one of the things that I do is I also invest in startups. Now, this one is a little interesting because startup investing is much more speculative and very risky. So when I invest some money in startups, I look at this money as gone because when you invest in a startup, well, chances are you're going to lose all of your money. So why would I do it? Well, for number one, I like working with entrepreneurs. I like the idea of investing in startups. It's something that I kind of just enjoy. But also, because you have a lot of upside in the sense that if I invest my money into a startup, if I invest my money into a startup at a $1 million valuation today, if I invest a little bit of money, $20,000 into a company that's valued at $1 million today, and then this company gets acquired in the future for, let's just say, $10 million, that's a 10x growth. My $20,000 will then grow to $200,000. But it's a little bit different than cash flow because it's not cash flow. Because now I'm working for this type of appreciation and I only get paid if this company gets acquired, if this company gets bought out, which, well, it's not very likely. And you got to understand that risk going in. But there are other ways to invest in companies where now instead of investing for that type of growth and acquisition, some companies will grow and sustain profits, which they'll then distribute to their owners. So now, instead of you going out and just hoping this company gets bought out, you're hoping that this company just continues growing their profits because they pay out a quarterly dividend, kind of like a public company does. So it kind of becomes this instance right here, where now you own a piece of the company, where you're getting the profits without having to work in the company. Now, there's a lot of ways to find these companies. Again, this is the most difficult. That's why I didn't really want to include this because it's a lot more active. To build a company, it's a lot of work. Investing in startups, it's a lot of work. And you're probably going to lose on most of your deals. But if you can find that one good company, well, then that can make it all worthwhile. But you got to understand the risks. So how do you find this company? Well, you can start by looking in your own contacts. Do you know somebody starting a business? You can work to start your own investment company, where you're working to invest your money into other companies, into other startups, into other growing businesses. Again, you need more money to start this. It's not that easy to do. There are funds on the internet that help do this. There's a lot of ways to go about doing this. The more creative you are, the better you're going to be. This is not something that I would recommend for somebody who only has $100,000 to invest. You would definitely need a lot more money to sustain finding these types of companies, losing a lot of money, and kind of seeing the process out there. But just understand that for those of you that are looking for something a little bit different, this option is also out there. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.